Hello, and welcome to yet another episode of Ask Mark, where our mission statement is simple: me straightening out your poor, pathetic lives one person at a time. Now, originally we were supposed to do a letter from Jake from Fannin County, but we have to change that tonight, and I think after you hear this other letter, you will understand why. I have a letter from Terry from Benton County, Arkansas. Dear Mark, I've recently heard rumors and saw stuff on the internet that there is another planet out there named Planet X, and on September the 23rd, which is tomorrow, it is allegedly supposed to either hit the Earth or pass close enough to cause the poles to shift. This is true. Well, when I originally read your letter, Terry, I thought you were really full of shit, but after doing some research and having my actual research team look into this, turns out there is actually a Planet X out there. So I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh crap, what are we gonna do now? So I put them to work, and they're really good people. Well, except for Bob, he's kind of a dud, but the rest of them are really smart, and they ran a lot of calculations. Now, as you will see here, this is what they came up with, and I don't really proclaim to understand this. I'm not a scientist, but the conclusion here, the actual equation, kind of worries me. It concerns me a whole lot. So I said, okay, well, what does that tell you? They said it's going to pass close to Earth. So I said, well, okay, let's have a little more specifics than that. Just it's going to pass close to Earth. So they did some more calculations and did some computer models, what they called a Linguini model. Now, as you will see here, this is the planet Earth, this is Planet X, and this is the tracks they're projecting it could take. Now, if it takes this particular track, it will actually totally miss the Earth, and we will be completely safe. There will be some damage, though. They said that the gravitational field of the Earth will actually draw some debris from Planet X. If that happens, they calculate it will impact in a place, Gainesville, Florida. Luckily, that is a place that nobody gives a shit about and will actually not miss, so that's a ultimate win-win scenario. On the other hand, if it takes this track, it will impact directly in the Earth. Now, you're asking, Mark, what will happen if it impacts directly on the Earth? Well, basically, it will destroy all life on the face of the Earth as we know it. So, I know your next question. What do I do? What do I do to prepare for this? Here's my suggestion. I think every one of you, every person on the face of the Earth, should go right now to your closest liquor store, whatever, and stock up. Let's start drinking. Let's party like it's 1999, except 18 years later. I've already been there. Let's see, I've got my Jack Daniels. Now, I'm going to tell you, this stuff will really give me a bad hangover, but hey, if the world ends, it don't matter. The other part, I've got my usual go-to beer. Of course, this is my go-to for any crisis. It don't matter if it's just a mild annoyance or a world-ending apocalypse. I don't really care. Beer's good. I also have some wine for the ladies, just in case. You never know. So, here's what you do. Everybody, let's go get shit-faced. Right now, let's be prepared. Let's be ready, and then we won't have to worry about it. Okay, if it passes and nothing happens, you got 7 billion people passed out all at one time. Peace on Earth for a short period of time anyway. Yeah, and I know the next day nobody's going to be very productive, but it's Sunday anyway, so who really cares? So, that's the plan. Now, the other thing is, if you see Planet X coming towards you, don't start shooting at it. It's not going to do any good. I mean, and according to our research, there are actually people living there. So, okay, well, according to our research, they're godless heathens that actually eat and really like carrots. So, hey, go ahead, shoot at them. I don't care. Anyway, that's the plan. Let's all get drunk. Let's go for it. Let's start right now. Okay, that's my advice, and hopefully I will read the letter from Jake from Fannin County, Georgia. From reading it, I think he really needs my advice, but we'll try. Anyway, next time, hopefully, we'll talk to you then. See ya.